What's up, guys? Space Jelly here. Today we're doing the final review of the ToyBiz Marvel Legends Apocalypse series action figures. I reviewed all of them in this wave, and now I'm going to be reviewing the Build-A-Figure Apocalypse. This figure is an old figure. You can't look at it the same lens that we look at figures now. The decisions they made back then are not going to be the same as the decisions toy companies make now. So we're going to start off with scaling, or you can fall. We're going to start off with the scale. He stands at, his legs are curled, so probably stands at around 16 inches, which would make it like 40 centimeters, I think. Close enough. He's about to fall because his legs are loose. We'll talk about that. Comparisons. Have Thanos. You can't really see the bottom of the display, so Thanos is pretty small compared to him. Hasbro Marvel Legends Infinity Gauntlet Thanos. This is the McFarlane Toys Atom Smasher Mega Fig. Pretty small compared to him. Him next to this Batman Beyond figure. Still smaller. And next to this old ToyBiz Build-A-Figure Galactus. They're around the same size, I think 16 inches. So yeah, he's pretty tall. I think he's too tall. Maybe. I don't know if Apocalypse is supposed to be this tall. But he looks pretty cool, even though he is tall. We'll talk about the aesthetics. His head is painted really nicely, especially for this time period. The eyes are shiny, the mouthpiece looks good. The head is painted, everything is painted. Nice metallic blues, shading everywhere, dry brushing over here, shading in the muscles, shading in the metallic blue parts, the A logo, the tubes. Tubes look good. I'm pretty sure they also have painting in them, but I'm not too sure. He has more shading in the muscles. His feet actually have shading in them too. More silver paint. Lots of paint all over him. On his boots too. So yeah, obviously ToyBiz is known for having a lot of paint on their figures. And for having detailed sculpts, but not really always super aesthetically pleasing sculpts. But this one is pretty aesthetically pleasing. I don't think he's too out of place with many modern day collections. I think he'll fit in just nicely with the new Marvel Legends stuff. Get this out of the way. So we'll talk about the articulation. His head moves up, moves down, doesn't really move side to side. I think it's just on the hinge. Fully rotates. It's all good. Arms rotate. That's his arm making that noise. Shoulders go up. Bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow. They put the square caps on there to hide the pegs or pins. Gauntlet swivel. Each finger is individually articulated for some reason, don't know why. Old figure decisions. Get ready for this. It's gonna be noisy. His ab crunch is super ratcheted. makes this a loud noise, but because of that, it stayed pretty tight throughout the years. But his waist doesn't have any of that, so his waist is pretty loose. His legs kick forward that far. They're ratcheted. They go back. They're not too loose this way. Going out. These are T-jointed hips, so they work pretty nicely. They go out pretty nicely. Oof. Careful. Now, thigh swivels, this is the bad part. The knees are really prone to getting loose. This knee especially, it's really loose. So he's stupid hard to stand up. So yeah. Also they're ratcheted, so there's not really a way that you can get them to be stiff again. I'm not sure what kind of solutions you would find, but if there are any, then I'll be sure to tell you. Boot swivel, his feet hinges up and down. This part moves too, independently. He has old school ankle rockers and a toe joint. So yeah, some of the articulation is not really necessary, obviously. By today's standards, finger articulation isn't really used that much anymore. And the loose joints make him really hard to stand, but I think he's still a pretty good toy, especially if you can find a way to fix his legs. They're still pretty loose, but his aesthetics are really good. The paint and the sculpting is great, so overall verdict, I'll rate his things. The aesthetics, I'd give it like a 9.5 out of 10. The articulation, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. There's some points on there that work, it's just not really necessary and stuff. And he didn't come with any accessories, so you can't really grade that. Overall, I'd give him a 8.5 out of 10 because this figure is still really nice, still holds up in my opinion. I think I like him better than the Diamond Select one. And the Hasbro one is just a different version altogether that I don't really like too much. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. All feedback is welcome. Make sure to check out our Patreon and to check out our tippings and tipping/donation in our bio. Yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.